Yeah, so it's not going to stay very nice.
Forward minus. He's trying nervous.
What's your decompressor in?
I'm not pissing him out anymore, Hills. He's on his own after this. Sorry. All right. Yeah.
You're brave.
Magnificent. With Garmin on top.
I'm just pushing it.
Training you for better. That's amazing.
Yeah, isn't it just? That's beautiful.
Sorry, am I in your way?
Sorry.
These modern cars, they're restrictions. Don't go this far.
We'll find out.
Not often I meet people who are taller.
Yeah, nearly tall. Yeah, well, you're up there. Is that the bottom where the? I can see the. Can I see the bottom there?
You can.
Ah, that's okay.
Keep going. I'll keep out your way.
That's all right. I just need. I don't know where I am. That's all.
Yeah. It's getting flat where Mike is down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
when we came back, he was in the past government sort of thing. And he had that's as far as he got. He liked to drink, didn't he? He did.
Heading farther here. Heading farther. If you don't stop. Keep doing that.
Is that a replica or a real one?
It's a modern one, put it that way. Yeah.
How do you find it?
Interesting.
Yes.
Hilarious some days.
How do you find going downhill?
If I know where I'm
You've got a
going,
brake on the back, haven't you?
yeah, it's not that brilliant. It's only for that's only for traffic.
You're a wuss having brakes.
Yeah. Well, I can push back on the pedals. That'll slow me down.
Yeah. Pushing back on the pedals is much harder than it looks, isn't it?
It's different.
You don't want me, Brian. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
These speed merchants.
Observe the speed limit. Yeah, 12 miles an hour.
If I did that, I'd stop. Here we are.
Nice temperature, isn't it?
It's there's a bit of a breeze. Well, there is up here.
Yeah, there is down here. Nice countryside as well.
Yeah, flat forever. A bit like Cheshire.
Yeah. I think this must be the Bristol Channel over there, mustn't it?
Peterborough.
Bristol Channel.
Oh, Bristol Channel. Yes, you're right. Yeah, yeah, it's over. I think that's.
Should be
Yeah.
probably Wales.
Yeah, you're probably right. I can see some hills over there. Must be Wales if it's hills.
Yeah.
Loads of them. Yeah. All right. Talking to my camera.
Oh, right.
I could turn it on and off.
That'd be a good one on the Benson, that camera.
Yeah.
You do the Benson?
No.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Is it flat?
Not totally, but not tremendous hills.
No.
People do it even on bone shakers.
Right. Is it suitable for one of these?
Oh, there's plenty of high wheelers go around.
Oh, good.
One year there was a family all on high wheelers.
Oh, right.
Mum, Dad and the two kids.
Yeah.
Try that the different crank lengths,
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a shorter one.
and you found out which suits you best, obviously.
Well, where I live is all hills.
So you put the longer crank on there.
I keep the longer one. I could have changed the pedal position today, and that would have been easier for the more flatter route. But I left it as it was.
That was alright, you're getting on, but getting off.
Yeah.
Managing okay, Mike?
Fine. Yeah. Nice and flat. That's what we want.
Yeah. I think they stopped somewhere for a cup of tea and a something.
Really?
Cake
Oh well.
somewhere up here.
I can live with that.
There's a loads of cyclists doing it.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Because
It's an organised stop.
is it?
Yeah. I don't know how much further it is. Falcon in behind and I'll pull in behind.
About time.
Yeah. The other good thing,
Yeah.
I noticed today coming down, there's not many motorbikes on the roads.
All right.
Because of the TT started,
And the Isle of Man.
so they're all up there.
Yeah.
Majority of them. The racers.
There was a few through Knighton yesterday, but I don't know why.
Well, they're heading up there.
Ah,
Heading up for the...
to Anglesey, and getting the ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the tea rooms up here where they're pulling in.
All right.
This is the tea room on the right. I'm not sure.
Seems funny coming round this way, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Those gentlemen.
Help. Have you got a ladder?
Jack Monty eyes, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Monty, whatever it's called.
It's like multi-stem.
Well, it's not multi-step,
No.
it's single. Bunch of them.
I'll go down there, Mike.
Very impressive. Good morning.
Oh yeah. How have you been? All right. Not bad. Yeah. Been quite a lot of riding on this thing when the weather's helped. so flat round here, isn't it? Not used to this. Or is there something coming up I don't know about?
We're going over there.
Towards that hill.
They'll all be damned.
Let's our count up while everybody's here.
Just keeping up with everybody in front of me. They were going slow. I could have gone much faster, of course.
Obviously.
Did you include the lady on your left?
Looks like there's 19 of us.
Did you include the lady on your left? You didn't seem to.
Oh, 20.
How many should you have?
That's no
I
name.
didn't count before we started. Oh, come on. That's
Is that hill alright? It's a bit more trickier than I thought.
Coming down?
Yeah.
It's alright, I could see, if I can see the bottom and it's got, that's good, that's good, yeah.
someone having a shave and all.
No, that's right.
Yeah, it's
I know the face,
perfect.
I can't
Yeah.
put names
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
Where have you come from?
Netherlands.
Oh wow.
What, today?
Today.
Are you camping?
Camping, yeah.
Hotels, everything.
This could be a first. We could be back early for lunch.
In Harwich.
Yeah. Where were you last night then? Somewhere.
Oh dear.
Evesham.
Oh, right. Wow. Oh, right. Oh.
Now we're heading to over the bridge.
Bridge, yeah.
So, that's where.
South Wales. Are you going on the? Are you going
Very
on
nice.
the site, and then you're going on the
I'm
cycle
doing a
route
tour
across South
today.
Wales?
Yeah.
Just a short ride, 20 miles.
So that's the difficulty.
We go to the north.
No, it's easy, try it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll hold back for you.
Liverpool.
You can give it a go.
No. I don't like heights.
What's it called in your language?
How many?
1-3
or something?
What's that?
Where in Holland?
Bye bye.
Mudgall.
Near Leiden.
Near Leiden.
Oh, you guys all Wimble on then.
Oh yeah.
So we're not going to church. All right. Well, no, they've got a service on at the moment. So.
Maastricht, yeah, that's a nice city.
You can have a look after, this afternoon. If you like.
But what are you doing?
It's all Jennifer.
Got a beaded tyre on the front, have you? And a normal one on the back?
Well, that's the original
Yeah.
that I had it. But the back rim was worn through.
Yeah.
You know, it was wore out, so I had to put another rim. But I put a steel one on, like, and painted it.
No press, we said no press.
It'll age in.
Yeah.
And I didn't put
You put us
stainless,
onto
I
the
put
attachment,
steel splits rather than
the
stainless.
wall fingers.
And
Yeah, well, mine are
But I
like
like it.
that.
the dateable hub,
I have a picture of
which is early BSA with the reverse gears, that's low.
3-wheel bike.
He's picking out the unusual stars. Yeah. He won't want her.
Or
Well, he
maybe
won't want
earlier.
it.
Dateable by the size of that flap, between that bolt and that dip. So it's a shorter than normal flap.
So would it have had a chaining case originally?
Yeah, I still got the leather one.
Oh, leather.
Yeah, and it's too far gone to do anything with. But
Cost a fortune to replace it.
yeah, well, I kept this on with the Trikes cap spoiler. That's
Has he got it, Brian?
I think it had a knock when I put it in the
so
car
I
or
put
something.
these bits of wire on it,
Yeah.
hold it together because you sort of have to unstitch the leather case and get the back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I put those bits of wire to hold it on.
I seem to have cured the
I don't have to take out the back wheel off mine.
Yeah.
It's the wheel and the tyre. And
The internals are AW.
You used to get damaged then when they were at the back.
Where's it going?
No, just for me.
Oh, okay.
This is purely for my...
Yeah.
Had a slightly different setup, and it had 2 cables.
yeah.
Right.
Where the AWA was 1 cable, and they were. I'm not joking. They were 6 pence a unit cheaper to make. And
Strange sound that from freewheeling.
you know, was okay. When they built the SW in 1956, that was about 1 and 6 cheaper.
Oh, no, it's great. It's all
However, I bought 2 the other day. I got 2 gifts, and the problem they had a bigger. From the wall, had a bigger, higher top and a lower bottom. Yeah. But they suffered problems, and the guy who designed them, who'd been with Raleigh since before the war, had to fall on his sword and resign because it cost him a fortune.
Yeah, I had one, and I haven't even looked at it. I heard they were bad things.
No, well, I've got the my ones both came without the indicator rods,
Right.
and I've got about 10 sets of SW indicator rods, so I can give it a go and see what they're like.
I bought the K9 numbers to it, but it's one of the last Ks.
So in 1929? No, 29. No, it wouldn't be a K9.
Plenty of room.
Good morning.
All right. Do we?
this one, the next one.
All right.
You want a proper dinner, Mike, or do you want sandwiches?
(1898), Swift, made by Coventry machinists, and I bought it from Dave Piggott, who didn't know what it was, but I recognised it straight away because of the chainring. The way they altered the gearing was they had detachable chain rings, and that was a clue. And as it happened, he got the original catalogue, and we looked it up, and there it was, plus my geared front driver was also in there, which was also another mystery machine. But it rides well. You have to climb on it though. It's so high you can't cock the lid over. Apart from that, I think it was restored originally by John Mousey, and it's powder coated really, so it's a nice durable finish. But I managed to bend the back axle, and he'd obviously put Loctite on the back axle on the diff. It took me 3 days to undo the, and I discovered on eBay or on the web that you had to heat it up to break down the Loctite, but it's a very fine thread, and you don't want Loctite on fine threads, especially as it already had 4 locking bolts. But apart from that, it's a delight to ride. It's what I'm riding at Benson this year.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's got a lovely ding-dong bell.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And that,
it is about sort of 1893, 1894, new Howe. So very similar to one of our fellow riders today, very similar to Paul's machine over here, which was how we were able to actually find out what it was. And speak of the devil, here he is. So that's a new Howe, that's a road racer model, so the handlebars have got a slight sort of drop in them. Those are more sort of period correct. Mine, basically, this particular bike was found in a tip outside a village, a very small village, up on the Pennines. And yeah, basically we didn't know what it was. It was we found it just hanging in the rafters of a barn, and yeah, basically just set about sort of restoring it. My father acquired it, and then it's passed to myself. Chain came from America. This was back in the mid 1980s, so it's inch pitch chain. And yeah, just recently discovered that it's a new Howe, just by chance. Originally thought it was maybe something like a Humber or a Humber style. There was obviously a vast number of makers at that point in time. The grips I think are possibly bone, could be something like cow or buffalo horn. And yeah, the bike was refinished, and the nickel work. It should have a 30-inch wheel at the front. Currently it's running two 28-inch wheels. Just it's impossible, I think, really to get a 38-inch wheel now, but yeah.
I tell you what, if you had a saddle like this, then you could put it on the back.
Right, okay.
Because there you are.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
make a big difference.
And that would help with everything else. But you'll see, well, when you come back to the car park, you'll see the how the handlebars could easily be remodelled.
Right, okay. So yeah, definitely still a work in progress.
Okay.
It's that thing, you're sort of looking for things which are kind of period correct, and it's just dropping onto them at the right time.
If you wanted to sacrifice these bars, this assembly here, and this could be rebent round, it would give you an edge, because making this up would be a bit of a faff.
Yeah.
But if you're prepared to do a bit of parrot dog converting, then you could end up with something much better.
Yeah.
The other alternative is that we go down the sand route and bring these bars back
Right.
a bit.
Yes.
And see how you go there.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not beyond it.
Do you want to explain anything about your bike in particular?
Well, there you are. This was owned by, or it was found by John Pinkerton, who was Doug's dad, in the 1990s. It had been laying around. The wheels were off it, but it had a lot of its fittings with it. And when he sold the frame to Murray McLean, and when Murray got it, it had to have a new top tube. It's had bits of tube repaired, and then the handlebars, which are all the tubes are very, very thin to make it light. And so it had all this stuff put on it to build it up and make it into a bike. But it did have the forks shortened. It would have had a 30-inch front wheel, and it had been shortened to take a 28. But it's pretty close. But it rides nicely.
Good.
Just without having any brakes.
This is a 1933 Raleigh record, which was actually reconfigured in 1936 to sell it as an RRA, which is why it's got an RRA decal down the seat tube. But it was definitely a 1933 record, and so I've restored it into its record specification from what it was when I bought it a few weeks ago. Needless to say, the chrome didn't look like that, but indeed the brakes were wrong. These are the correct brakes for the period, with a kick forward on the brake shoe mounting. Raleigh used that for all their sports bikes through the 30s through to the immediate post-war period. It didn't come with a gear set, so I put a 1935 K5 Sturmey Archer on there with a suitably large rear sprocket, because I'm an elderly gentleman and I don't like hills, so I like to get my gearing as low as possible.
Yeah.
And I can't go any lower with the chainring, because that's the smallest chainring that they produce, this famous heron head chainring. The heron head there, and then again the heron head on the pedals, which are the early steel ones. Post-war they still use these in the top models and the Record Aces, but they were in alloy post-war. And even the lamp brackets on the front forks and here and on the head, they're also heron head. But the interesting thing about the ones on the forks is that inside the fork here you have a little dimple on the inside, and that dimple locates the clip to hold the lamp bracket in place. So if you look for Raleigh Records or Record Aces, you'll always find that little dimples on both the left-hand and right-hand forks to carry the lamp bracket on the front. I relaced it as radial spoked, which was correct for the period, and I added something I'd had in my possession for quite a long time, which was the speedometer, which I'd never found a home for, but at last I had a 1930s bike it could fit on. In fact, it's a bit too long, hence my strapping it here, because it actually came off a tandem, which needed a longer cable. I could do with a shorter cable, but finding such things these days is not easy. Last of all, the Brook saddle has to have an oval badge on it. Has to be oval badge for pre-war.
Pre-war, okay.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Today's exhibit.
Hello, yes, my name is Matt Smith, and this is my 1924 Golden Sunbeam all black bicycle. I've taken the liberty of adding a sign for this ride for a bit of shameless promotion of my local gardening business. Yeah, it's a pretty original bike. It's got the Roman rims, original paint, lining, transfers and everything. I've added a correct, sort of Sunbeam correct rack on the back and a Silver King lamp on the front, but other than that it's as I found it. So yes, it's a pleasure to ride. Very smooth, effortless.
It's not mine. It's on loan to me from Brian Avens, who unfortunately is no longer able to ride it. So I've had it a number of years. This year, Andrew and his wife is taking it on, riding it. This is a pre-course to the Benson next month. Yeah, it's a lovely machine. I've done many miles on it. This tricycle here yeah, it's fixed wheel. Yeah. Very interesting machine, this. That tricycle is 1900, just after. Fixed wheel again, Abingdon axle with a badge on the back. On here. Quite a large tricycle. Nice to ride, but it's got a mind of its own on the cambers of the road. Yeah, it's got a stirrup front brake, possibly the early 1900s, I don't know. And this other one I've got is Kendrick, made in Reading, mid to late 30s, unusual configuration, 2 brakes. You've got a hub brake and a rim brake as well. The handlebars should be up the other way, but I find being down it lowers the centre of gravity and it's more stable on the road. Yeah. Okay. The lamps are decorative only, no batteries in there. I'm not propelling batteries around. Excellent. 3 different styles with the tandem and the convention.
You're on.
Yeah, this is a largely unrestored 1920s Raleigh cross frame, 3-speed, fairly heavy, oily bike restoration 30 years ago. I had it for that length of time, and it's quite a favourite of mine to ride. It's a tall bike, you can see over the hedges, which is good fun, and a ride like today's is ideal.
You happy? You happy with that?
Yeah,
anymore?
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
There's not very much to say about it. It's a fairly bog standard design.
Yeah.
They just didn't last very well because they're very, very heavy.
Bit of a climb. Coming down the outside. Freewheeling.
Yeah, amazing. There we go.
Where's this headwind come from?
Yeah. Headwind? I can't feel the headwind. Because you're up in the tree.
Yeah,
oh,
that's right.
You're over the top of the
Oh,
hedge.
bloody hell. Failed again.
Yeah. So what is that, 52 inch?
50.
50?
Yeah, because I do a lot of hills.
Yeah.
A 52 might be a push.
Yeah.
So I even changed the cranks.
Yeah. What it must be like, there was a guy in the 1890s who was a racer, and he turned up, he had a special one-off built by Starley, 84 inch.
Oh, bloody
And
hell.
you see the pictures of him, he was a big guy, he was like 6'8".
Well, how did he reach the pedals? They must have been...
And they put cranks on and sorted it out. He could
Really?
do it, but he turned up, and there's all these people with 48s and 50s.
Yeah?
And once the first lap was over and he'd got the pedals spinning,
Yeah?
he wiped the floor with them because it was so much faster.
Yeah, well, it's about... This one's about 13.5 feet for each revolution. That's good enough, I think.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You alright? Can't go too slow, I'll fall off.
Wow.
You alright?
Do you enjoy riding it?
Eh?
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, these roads are brilliant, they're flat.
Yeah. Yeah, the view must be amazing.
Yeah, you can see all the hedges. You won't believe how many people have seen with nothing on.
I wasn't expecting to see you appear past.
Nah. There's some old bikes, so this isn't old. Nice to see everybody enjoying themselves.
I'd say it's a good day for it, isn't it?
Oh, what a nice day.
Yeah.
And it's flat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The 1939 Bleriot, made in Lawrence Hill in Bristol. It was used during the war, sound well, by an ARP warden, from 1942 onwards. And I bought it in a junk shop for, I think it was a £5 in the early 70s. And I just give it an oily rag, clean up, and de-rusted the chain, and here we are.
Very nice. Very nice.
The B is for Bleriot, but it was ironically made by Ernie Brain, who was a long-standing, well-known cyclist back in his day, champion, very good. Got a picture of him with all his trophies and whatnot. But I called in at the place when the day it closed in 1983, I think it was, and the chap in there told me all about the history of the company. And it's called 1909 a Bleriot because that's when Bleriot flew the Channel.
Oh, that guy.
Somebody's along the way, people have given me a genuine wartime light, which actually you can turn it around from front or back there. And they weren't originally designed for bicycles. They've got a clip on there which would have gone on your belt. And on the front, there you are, ARP 1939, which is the bike, and somebody gave me that. So, yeah. Someone said, well, why do they have a hood over the lights? I said, well, all vehicles had to have a hood over the lights. And being an ARP warden, going around telling people to put that B light out, and they say, well, what about you? Yeah. So, because, I mean, an aeroplane ain't going to see you at 10,000 feet. I would have thought a bicycle lamp. But nevertheless, you know, yeah.
Thank you. I'll leave that on the front, because otherwise
Doesn't matter.
Otherwise it's a pain. So shall I move it into the sun a little bit? I don't know what.
I can walk round it just take, as you explain.
Okay, so here we've got a 1904 Dursley Pedersen, fairly unique design. The idea with it is the tubes, these are all very thin tubing, is only in compression or tension, so the tubes aren't being bent at all. So it's built a little bit like a bridge in its way that it's operating, and you'll see that throughout. And also this saddle, which was actually the first bit that he came up with, which is a sort of hammock saddle, which looks horribly uncomfortable. I don't mind it, but it may not suit everyone. This one, as I say, 1904, so it's actually still built under the auspices of Pedersen himself. In 1905, it was taken over under the sort of heading, if you like, of the Lister Corporation, which was Lister Engines, based in Dursley as well. This one has a 3-speed hub gear, which is again Pedersen's own design. That's it there. So you've got 3 gears, each of which are 50% more than the previous one. And also you'll note that it's got aluminium rims, which are Roman rims, which are aluminium, which of course in 1904 would have been quite a novel feature, to say the least. They did it in lots of different sizes. You needed to buy the bicycle that fits you. This is a size 5, which is suited to a 33-inch inside leg, which is perfect for me. But they did right the way from the low numbers right up to higher numbers as well, to suit all different sizes, and you really do want the one that suits. So there you go.
Thank you.
Dursley Pedersen.
My Humber was 54, I think.
Yeah, it's quite a lightweight.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the
is this balancing?
They're just they're just reflectors.
Oh, reflectors.
Yeah, because
right.
I do the odd
night ride.
Yeah.
We used to do a ride in Richmond Park.
Oh, nice.
At night, lamplit ride.
Yeah.
In September.
Yeah.
Go round and then into Pen Ponds.
Well, I put lights all around this, and that helps people to see.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
With all that lot. Yeah.
Do you use the 2 steps?
Not often.
What size wheel is that?
50.
50. That's what I rode last.
Yeah.
The Hummer I had was 56, which was
quite high.
Quite high. I came down to a 50.
Yeah.
But as I say,
I've got longer cranks.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because of hills around in Wales.
Oh right.
I live in Wales.
Oh right. Very good.
Yeah. Car park round there, Chris. I'll see you, mate. Yeah, that went well.